Alright guys, welcome back to another one of the challenge related videos. Today, pretty sure you read the title, got bored, so I made a bow. I have a few things to choose from. I ripped this off a tree like a few minutes ago. I have this one right here. Probably not going to use this one, as you can see too many curves in it. Knot right here, knot right here, and a knot right here. And this might be another knot. And there's another knot right here. Basically, it just doesn't seem like a right piece of wood. Too bendy, too many parts as well. Also might not be thick enough to support it, because the thicker it is, at least, the better, because it'll be better, considering this is a pretty rigid one. I kind of already have a plan for what I'm going to do. This wood seems like a perfect piece. It's completely straight. There's no knots in it, what I'm seeing. I'm going to rip off the bark first, simply because it's too much bark, honestly. And you know, what do I could use to rip off the bark? Oh, maybe the axe that I used before? Booyah! I also ended up making a crossbow. I didn't really record that, but you know, it didn't really matter. I might use the bungee cord from the crossbow. That's right, we used the bungee cord. You think I was actually going to make a rope and do that? Listen, man, it's too complicated for me. No, I'm kidding. We just didn't have any rope, so couldn't really do it. You know, it might just be better to stand it up and do it. I don't really know what I'm supposed to say. Wow, you know what I just realized I'm doing? I'm being very dangerous. I am not using protection. This is the number one thing I should tell you guys. Use gloves, always. And if you can help it, use less thick gloves if it requires more precision and more feel, so you don't drop something. Use thicker gloves if it requires less precision and you need more protection in general. These gloves probably won't protect me that much if I slice my hand, so it's just best to avoid that problem in the first place. But it's better to have protection than just to not have any protection at all, because maybe my fingertip coming off could maybe only be a nail instead. Which is definitely a lot different. Honestly, I might do this over the edge. Honestly, right here. You guys kind of can't see, so that sucks. But it also creates way less mess, so I don't have to constantly keep hitting it. This is also very, like, sliceable bark, I guess I should say. It seems like it's very hollow, so it's not that sound structurally, which is why I had to pick a thicker piece off the tree. But surprisingly, it's not like it's dead either, though. It's not dead because it had bark running into it. It just seemed like maybe there was a rather lot of things maybe living in it. Well, that's my guess. I'm also down all the way to 134 now, which I think is pretty interesting. I mean, I started this challenge at 146. And I started all the way at like technically 155 to 160, and then I just fasted, and over a few months I just lost the weight automatically just from doing that. Then I eventually started gaining it back, which is why I was 146. But I think a lot of that was probably water weight, guys. To be honest with you, because I don't believe I lost that much weight that quickly. I'll be telling you guys my weight once it is. What was I gonna say? I'll be telling you guys my weight once it is. What day? Day 30, yeah. Technically it should be day 28, because, you know, it's like, I do them in 7-day periods, like every week, basically. But I'm doing it more like that just because I think I said it was going to be like a 30-day challenge. By a month, I mean a 30-day challenge. I also made a Fiverr thing, so if you guys want help losing weight, you can just pay me 20 bucks. And I will give you a month free of full communication and help you lose weight. You don't have to pay for it if you don't want to. Just maybe if you struggle with losing weight and you want a little bit more help, I decided I'd do that because I'd say I'd love something like that. So I was thinking you guys would maybe like it too, because I knew that I would love something like that. Also I also made another thing where you can donate money to Patreon. It's also completely optional. Just figured might as well add those things. Because, you know, why not? The faster I get money, the higher the video quality can be, and the more I can post and the more entertaining I can make these videos, because maybe one day I can hire an editor. I literally just don't do anything. I try not to do too much of these videos because they end up being really long, and I feel like it'd be kind of boring to watch. Like, I'd watch somebody do this. So, like, I was thinking, like, of the other video, I could maybe instead, like, make it so it's like, what is it? Instead of you guys having to watch the entire thing, like an hour and 3 minutes, I could instead make it so I, like, time-lapse it, and I stop the time-lapse whenever I start talking about something. That's what I'm thinking of doing. I don't think I'm going to do that with this one because I plan to talk a lot more. I have a lot more to talk about. I'm saying as I'm running out of things to talk about. Hey man, I've been talking for like 5 minutes straight now, so leave me alone. I'm getting down to the end of this, so it seems like it should be done soon. I want you guys to see the rest of me chopping this off. Oh, wow, okay. There's one nut here. I'm gonna have to go on the ground and chop that off. Hold on. Okay, it's gone. It's very dead wood, very hollow. It's not dead, but it's very hollow. There's a lot of holes in it. Okay, I figured out again why I'm not doing it on here. It's way too messy. I'm also going to clean up all this mess, probably. Possibly. Might have wanted to have to do this video in a different place, but this place is kind of iconic to me now, you know? It's my special little place. I haven't been uploading a challenge-related video recently. Just for, I guess, kind of, couldn't really think of something, but, you know, I kind of was like, you know what? I made a crossbow, so why not make a bow? And I was like, you know what? If I had a creator, they only posted like once a day, and it's like a 2-minute video, I would kind of have a heart attack and be like, wow, 2 minutes long. So I'm excited to make these videos, because I mean, I kind of find it fun making these anyway, so why not? I think it's all the bark's off. Okay, put some that right there. Talk about that. I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna see if all the bark's off. Okay, I think I saw an extra piece of bark around over here. Yeah. I think that's bark at least. Looks like it. Kind of coming in at slightly an angle each time for it. That's kind of bark. Is it even bark in the first place? Probably good enough. Oh my god, it's a mess. Jesus. Oh my god, it's so much mess. Yeah, that's it's not prime. But anyways, I'd say I could technically just start chopping it off and something like that, but no, I don't want to. This is what it looks like now. Honestly, my brightness is kind of low on my phone, so I can't really see, but that's because I don't want it to die. I'm not plugging it in this time. I had it plugged in last time. That's too much effort for me, so, you know. We're just instead going to have to hurry up. I'm gonna have to cut off some of the ends, as you can see. They're not prime. They're kind of whole different thickness up there. So might as well just cut it off right now. It's also very hollow wood, so it's very easy to cut. I might as well show you guys it. Don't get in my way. At least you have something to look at while I'm not talking. probably getting sore from this. Jesus. Oh, that's perfect cut, huh? Not even in the right place. Ah, I didn't even have a straight cut. You know what, though? It's okay. That means what I'm gonna have to do now? Whew. Oh my god, that's tiring, but it's so much better to do it faster than just going slow. Oh, getting close. There we go. Got this little piece right here, though. Booyah! Go. There we go. This is the piece that we cut off. Ah, baby. It's all gone. The mess never existed. Terrible organization. Not even flat. Flip me. Paid about nothing for that. Right, look. Look at all the holes in there. Don't know if you guys can really see, but look. Look at all the holes. I've only been recording for 11 minutes. Gosh dang. Jeez. So many. So many minutes. Alright. Let's cut it off right here. There's a knot right there. That will cut it off right here, honestly. I mean, I might as well, yeah. Wow. I'm thinking, should I make the thumbnail something extravagant? Yes! Booyah. Alright, like, wow, holes galore. Look at this side's holes. Definitely not as much as the other side, but this is the piece that I cut off. Alright, I gotta get this side real quick. Alright, this is the piece of wood that we are left with. I think I have to fit in frame now. There's this side. Problem is, it has a little split right there. I don't know if it's gonna make it weak, but honestly, I don't really know. I'm not a master at these things. I'm purely guessing. Oh my god, the mess I'm creating on the floor, I don't even know what I'm going to do about that. I might just get like a a leaf blower, and I might just blow it off, or I can just sweep it all off. So never mind, I actually guess I do know what I'm going to do. But, apart from that, now all there really is left to do is kind of make the notch. My dad was saying he had to basically make the notch where the arrow to go in, and I just realized I'm going to need an arrow too. Brother. Okay, this is about, it goes up to about here, by the way. I think you can see it, but it's really straight. I'm a pretty short person, so I'm not like the tallest person in the world, but I'm gonna be pretty tall. I'm gonna be pointing at about middle, so right here. if I was pulling it back, that I would need sort of notch for the arrow to go in. So the arrow isn't just kind of off to the side. I'm also going to need a notch. Depends how I'm going to make the bow. Because there's multiple ways I could do it. I could make it so I make a kind of cut right here, a kind of cut on one of the sides so that thing can kind of wrap around, and I have to make a cut on this side as well, and then the rope would kind of go on both sides, and then I can make a notch right here, basically cut it out, and then it'd be like that, and then I could just basically put the arrow in and then practically just put it right where it'd be on the middle. But I don't know if that'd be smart. What would be smart is probably to tie it around and then make it so it's like that. I think I still would need a notch though. I don't really know how bows will look like. I mean, I only know like the simple of it, but one sec, I'm going to go get a measuring tape. And I'm back. That took longer than expected. 12 feet, measuring tape. Where's my glove at? Oh wow, of course I have no clue where I put oh my god, where did I put my glove at? I think I left it somewhere, so I will be right back again. And I'm back again. Took around a minute. I really forgot where I put my glove at. Anyways, here we have the measuring tape. I can now figure out where the middle is. It really didn't matter that much. I was just something simple I wanted to do, but then it ended up taking a little bit longer than I expected it to. Just about 30. 31. That means the middle would be 15.5. So if I go this way, I can make it a rather large one, but the problem is I don't know how thick the arrow is going to be. Wow, thank you. This is a pin in the butt to use. Really? 15 would be real? I guess so. Hold on. No. I hate everything. I'm not dedicated to it, that's why I didn't do it. Is it really 30? I don't believe it. Oh no, I guess it is. It's just because I'm guessing the thing that's making it seem like it's not 30. Oh, I'm a genius. I can just do it like this. That's just like a measurement little thingy to make the notch of where I put that at. About an inch long. Should be about right here, but I'd say the arrow's not going to be that big, since they were going to make it like that. Those are my two little notches. There's one notch a little there at the tip of that, one notch a little there. Now what I have to do to this is kind of what it seems I'm going to have to do. Just make little notches with it. First of all, I'm going to see how it looks. See if it maybe looks too much. I don't want to go too much, so if I do want to change it, I can just, yeah, change it easily and not have to worry about it damaging the structure entirely. Dude, the parts where you can see where like animals or like water took on its way burrowing through looks so cool. It makes it look like a little alien pathway, like a little alien maze. I think this might be fine. Just make sure I be safe and careful with this. And this is not the thing I'm supposed to be doing. You know, we learn from our mistakes, so you know we did one fine. Now it's not entirely completely straight. Oh, I just fixed it. Thank God. Okay, I just fixed it not being straight, so we're good. I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly how deep this knot should be, honestly. I'll be fair with you on that. I don't know how deep this knot should be. little bit more, honestly. This is about the right spot for each. Yeah. Now what you gotta do is, pretty sure, don't know if you guys would know what to do. I only learned this recently, actually. So you basically just put it in the middle. Make it the same size as the other ones. Yep. And I think I'm going to make it one thinner. Just because, I mean, kind of a lot. You'll see what I'm going to do with this here soon if you don't already know what I'm doing. Honestly, if I saw someone else do this, I would have no clue what they are doing. I would think they're insane. Like, why are you making notches in it? It's good. Yep. Okay, it's a little uneven on this over there. Fix that. Fix that. This needs to be fixed a little bit more on this side. Oh, as soon as this one go. Seeing that's one of the original ones. It's kind of funny. Wow. But as you can see, I made 3 little notches there. Wondering what I'm going to do, or you might not be wondering what I'm going to do. You just want to see me do it. Basically, don't know if you can see me. Probably can't, but you kind of just hatch it out like this. And then look, it just falls out. Oh wow, that's interesting. That fell. That was not what I expected to happen. Put it on the ground. Now you flip it over to the other side. Oops. Oh yeah, alright. A little notch right there. It's not the most beautiful, but you can see it. Now, I'm thinking of putting a loop around here, putting a loop around the bottom of this. And once it comes over here, the arrow can slot right in here. Oh well, it's like about perfect length from the finger. And then you put the bow, you put the arrow, I mean, through this notch right here. And you just kind of pull it back, let go. Only problem is the rope. Don't have any rope really, or string, if that makes sense. And I don't really even have an arrow. Honestly, this might have to be a part 1. Because I just might not have the materials to make it. But I do have the materials to make the arrow. Aha! Now you see, I could make this a part 2 and scam you guys so I can get more money. No, I'm kidding. I won't even get money. But, you know what? Why not? Alright, this is going to be pretty cool. Watch this. Honestly, it'd be easier to do it on the ground. Right back. Hold on, guys. Okay. I think it's getting visible to the point where you'd be able to tell. See what I'm doing here? If you make a little dent right there, you can just kind of split it open. Alright. Basically just switch way again and again and again. And I think it honestly might be at the point where it could just snap. I didn't have to do that, I could have just sawed it, but I figured it'd be more fun. I'm gonna have to saw it either way. It's just kind of fun doing stuff like that, messing around. Now I can just throw this. Like that was perfect throw. Yeah. Sign me up for NFL. They will cut me with open arms after that. Alright. Now all I have to do is really just make it a straight arrow. That's really all that matters. Problem is, talking about straight, I only got about, okay, honestly, I need it, if I can rip off the bark first, then I'd be able to actually see. Because the bark is kind of peeling off, making it seem like it's not straight, but then when I looked at the part without the bark, I was like, wait a minute, it's straight. So I was thinking I was going to have like no arrow to make a bow, no length to make a bow, to make an arrow, I mean. Then I realized, nope, it's just the bark, making it seem that way. Because what you see on the outside doesn't mean it's what it is on the inside. Life quote. It's like I did make fun of for saying that. Noticing that, like, if you kind of go at it at like an angle, the axe head kind of just peels off. I was wondering, I was like, man, why did I do it on the ground? Once again, like, this is fine, because then at least you guys can possibly at least see me up here. Then I forgot that this creates a mess. But I'm already so far in that I just have to keep doing it at this point. We have a lot more room than I thought we would have. So now, look here. Now look how much straight arrow we have. Originally, it seemed like the amount of straight arrow we were going to have is like right here. And I do see a bit of a curve to it, yeah. That kind of sucks. But, it doesn't really matter. About right here is where we can get away with it, I'd say. We're going to be shaving this down anyways. Oh my god, yeah, I just realized you are going to be shaving this down, so we might be able to get away with a little bit more. So I'm going to make it a little bit longer, actually. Because the thing is, the longer the arrow we have, I think the more we can pull it back, because, I mean, if it's a shorter arrow, you're only going to be able to pull it back about as far as the arrow goes. And this seems like I'll be able to pull it back decent, but it depends on how tight the cord is, or rope, or string, whatever you're using. I think it also completely depends on how tight that's going to be. making funny noises. It's gonna rub off anyway, it's like it mattered. Alright, watch this. No, there's no reason to do that. That was funny though. Oh my god, I'm getting sweaty over here, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Hold up. Now, there's still a knot in this wood, but I got rid of it. It's still deeper in there, but I think you can kind of tell. It's kind of like a circle. It's like a circle right there. If you see the little circle thingy, this little circle pattern, that doesn't go with the brand of this, because this itself is a circle pattern horizontally, so then when it's coming out perpendicular, circle patterns coming out perpendicular, because you can see the things around it are following this little circle pattern, then that's how you know there's a knot. Because it goes against it basically just goes against the grain of what it is. Sure, you guys can't even really see me. Alright. I think we might have another knot there too, but it doesn't really matter. But so far, this is what the arrow's looking like. Definitely going to make it thinner. But right now, it's actually not too bad. I just don't know. Yeah, this is a good example. That's what the natural circle looks like. Because the other one was so broken apart, you can't even tell. So I might have to get rid of that, but then I'm like, wait, I'm going to be cutting it off because it's an arrow anyway, so it's not like it really matters. I just had a genius thought. You guys can't even see me down there. Up here, I mean. So why don't, when I'm doing stuff like this, I bring you down here? Wow, what a genius. Okay, now I can tell you guys my plan, what I'm doing right here. I am currently making it, well, an arrow. I have to make it sharper at the point, and I'm making it wider at the base. Because that's just kind of how a tipped arrow works. Sometimes what they usually do though is they'll just add something that's sharp to the end, but then this is kind of how they would make spearheads back in the day, or at least I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they would use a small little axe to make it, but it's like basically the same thing if you ask me. So you kind of want to make it like a cone shape-ish first. Wow, I am chipping the end of this axe so much. But it's okay, because then I can make another video sharpening the axe again. Yeah, I'm having a feeling this is going to be a long video now. So I'm starting to get the feeling of kidding, because once I'm basically done with this, I'm kind of done with the whole thing. Wow, that is so chipped. It's because it keeps hitting the ground over and over again, but it doesn't really matter how chipped it is. Kind of does, because it makes it hard to do it. But you get the right technique in, then it doesn't really matter. It's probably hurting your guys' soul seeing it hit the ground over and over again. Tip of the blade. Now, is there probably better ways to do this? I would assume but you know, like, it's not fun if you do that, you know? We're making progress. The part I'm also deciding to chip away, it's kind of the bad side of it, but I kind of chose that because I was like, well, then if it gets ripped off, it's probably gonna be fine anyways, like it won't really matter that much. But I'm starting to look at it now and I'm like, I might just have to like kind of get rid of some of this. I'm also definitely starting to sweat a lot. It's hot outside. Don't know really how hot it is. Don't really care, honestly. So wait, that is the end broken off, which I kind of needed broken off anyways, which I could just sawn off, but it doesn't make this fun. It's kind of a part right there which is separated, which will make it interact with the wind badly and the air badly, and will not cut through the air as smoothly. But it also could provide a, I think it's a fletching effect. I think I might be stupid. I think that might be the wrong kind of word to use, but it'll provide a, it might also provide an effect where, you know how at the end they usually have like a feather there to make it like guided, or just like, you know, there'll be like little things like fins basically on it. That's basically might also perform that a little bit, but I don't know if that necessarily applies to what I'm doing, or the effect I'd be giving it at least. The only thing that's nice about this is that with what I'm doing with it, all I'd have to do is resharpen the axe. What I had to do when I was doing the video is I was sharpening for about a tiny bit, and then I was mainly just polishing it. I wasn't really sharpening it the entire time. I was just kind of making it look good, just because it's still sort of store-bought looking-ish, so. Let me know if you guys want me to post sort of workout routines I do and stuff like that as well. Like if you want me to basically tell you guys what I do in a day-ish, or at least for a workout or nutrition tips. I used to make videos like those, but I noticed I didn't really enjoy making them. And I felt like I was kind of forcing myself to make them, making it so it was kind of bad content to watch because, I mean, it was boring. You know what I mean? Now I'm kind of taking a different approach with it somewhat. It's taking quite the time. But as you can see, look at that. You can see the difference between it. Mainly just because you can see the part where it's been like that. Let's make a different part. Whew, it is hot out here. I'm sweating like crazy. I'm definitely going to take a shower after this. As you can see, I'm starting to mark the part where I'm going to be making it thinner. As you can see right there, this is kind of the part where I was ending at for the tip. So I'm going to smooth that out later. But then this is kind of going to be the edge where the tip is planning to be. think you can definitely tell where I'm getting to the point. I think I might honestly make a soft cut right there, just because I'm not really going to go any further than that. Seems like I didn't really end up using much of that anyways, huh? Might have to use a bungee cord again, considering how, what is it, short it's going to be. How short the arrow is going to be. But keep in mind, we can always make another arrow. And if anything, I could always just pick up a stick I found and use that instead of using my own arrow. But, you know, I'm just kind of doing this because I'm like, you know what? Why not? Wow, that is... Oh, seems like there's like something in there. I see why. It's because it's the part of the wood that I was talking about earlier that had the sort of cut down the middle of it, and so it was getting stuck on that and caught on that. I also have no idea how much battery is left. I think I just flipped the screen. Be right. You have to see how much power is. Nope. 65%. How the... You know what? We don't question it, guys. We do not question it. I'm getting quite sweaty over here, though, I will admit. Making a bow and arrow is quite the hard work. I just realized I've been in a squatting position this entire time. That's how you get stronger, I guess. Problem is now is that this is starting to get so chipped to the point where I can tell visibly where the edge is. It's getting jagged, so it's harder to make a precise cut, and it's also harder for it not to hit the ground, meaning it'll keep hitting the ground and keep getting a more less defined edge as well, which is not what I am looking for. Alright, I'm starting to see a sort of problem. Don't really know how to fix it. I think making this edge right here less might help me out. I kind of cut it off, but I think I accidentally just made it better. Seems like, at least. Alright. The tip is not perfect, as you can see. If you're looking at this, it's definitely much more curved than it used to be. And now, I can kind of get to the point where it's kind of done now. Cutting off the areas that make it look more blocky. And now, I think I actually improved it, I really did. But if you can see that now, it's definitely more of an edge than it used to be. And it's definitely kind of pointy. Feels a lot more pointed than the other side. So I think this is pretty good. Now, it's not the best I've ever seen, obviously. Alright, genius, I'm going to have to combine these two videos together. No clue how. But, I accidentally, literally clicked on something, and it made it like that. Well, I am sweating like Jesus, so it's probably going to be as much as I'm going to do today. This is part 1 done. This is the arrow. Not looking the best, but I'm still pretty proud of it for my first time ever. And then this is what the bow is going to be. It's pretty good in my opinion. Not the best thing ever, but, you know. Oh my god, look how it even fits into here, guys. You know, it is going to be kind of like right here, and it's going to be pulled back from right here. So I'm going to have about this much room, and then... Wow, I'm sweating so much, the sweat is dripping off me. Alright, that's going to be all I'm going to do for today. I will see you guys maybe later today. Well, no, later today for the challenge update, and that's it. Peace out.